In a wide green pasture, where the grass grew soft and the flowers swayed in the breeze, lived a little sheep named Sophie. Sophie had fluffy white wool, bright curious eyes, and a gentle baa that made everyone smile. Every morning she stretched her legs, shook out her wool, and said, "Ba ba! Good morning, meadow." The meadow always answered with the hum of bees, the chirp of birds, and the whisper of the wind. One sunny morning Sophie felt extra bouncy. "Today," she said proudly, "I'm going on an adventure." She leapt once, boing. She leapt twice, boing boing, and then she bounded across the pasture, her wool bouncing like a cloud. On her way, Sophie met her friend Sammy the lamb. "Where are you going?" Sammy asked, twitching his little tail. "On an adventure." "Want to come?" Sophie replied. "Yes, ba." Sammy cheered, and together they trotted through the grass, side by side, their hooves going clip-clop, clip-clop. Soon they came to a tall hill. Sophie crouched low, wiggled her woolly bottom, and leapt to the top. Boing! Sammy scrambled after her. From the top of the hill, they could see the whole meadow, with daisies, buttercups, and even the sparkling stream in the distance. "It's beautiful," Sophie whispered. The two sheep rolled down the hill together, roll, tumble, bah, and landed in a heap of giggles at the bottom. As they walked on, they found their friend Penny the pony grazing by the stream. "Hello, sheep," Penny neighed. "Want to play splash?" Sophie's eyes sparkled. "Yes, let's." She dipped her hooves into the water, splash, splish, and Sammy stomped beside her. Splish, splash. Penny joined in, swishing her tail through the stream, until they were all laughing and dripping with cool water. The fish darted away with tiny flicks, and the frogs croaked happily, "Ribbit, ribbit!" After splashing, Sophie sniffed the air. What's that smell?" She followed her nose to a patch of clover, sweet and green. "Yum, yum!" she baaed. Together the friends nibbled, munch, munch, crunch, crunch, until their bellies were round and full. "Best snack ever," Sammy said, licking his lips. Then, as the sun climbed higher, Sophie heard music. She pricked up her ears. Ting ting, strum strum. A farmer was playing a fiddle near the barn. "Let's dance," cried Sophie. She hopped in a circle, her wool bouncing like a ball. Sammy hopped after her, and Penny clopped her hooves to the beat. The birds chirped along, and even the bees buzzed in tune. Ba-ba, clip-clop, buzz-buzz, went their meadow band. Later, the clouds drifted across the sky, big and fluffy like Sophie's wool. "Let's pretend we're clouds," Sophie said. She lay down in the grass and rolled on her back, her wool puffed up against the blue sky. Sammy lay beside her, and Penny stood tall, making cloud shadows on the grass. They imagined shapes in the sky, a sheep, a pony, a giant butterfly, until they laughed so hard their sides ached. As the day began to fade, the meadow turned golden. Fireflies flickered like tiny stars, and the air grew cool and soft. Sophie yawned a big sheep yawn, "Bah," and snuggled close to Sammy. Penny curled up nearby, her mane glowing in the fading light. "What a woolly, wonderful adventure," Sophie whispered. The crickets chirped a bedtime song, the frogs sang a soft lullaby, and the breeze rocked them gently to sleep. Sophie closed her eyes, dreaming of hills, streams, music, and all the adventures tomorrow would bring.